Last week I had some friends over for dinner. I wanted a quick and easy dessert, but it was a gazillion degrees outside and I was not turning on the oven. So what did we have for dessert? Well, I air fried some brownies. Of course I did. Hello everyone and welcome to SuttonsDaze. If you're new here, my name is Lisa. We are all about pantry preparedness. And that's true. Last weekend we had some friends over for dinner. I wanted a quick, simple, easy dessert, and who doesn't love brownies, right? Especially homemade brownies. Get rid of that box stuff because homemade brownies taste so good and they're so simple. There really is no reason to buy a box, you know? But I didn't want to turn on the oven. And so I said, I'm going to use my air fryer. And I figured it out. And it's a nice, beautiful, small batch, which is great because if you're 1, 2, or 3 people, this is more than enough brownies. And they taste amazing. And they're fudgy and they're delicious. And wow, yeah, even I had some. I did. I took a picture of them because literally I'm that person, okay? I took a picture of them and I shared it in the Facebook group and people said, what's the recipe? So I said, I will make you a video. And so today, that is that video that I promised last week after I made those incredible brownies. And now I have a whole new batch. What will I do? Let's get started. This is so simple that I honestly think that it takes longer to pull the ingredients together than it does to make it. This is better than any box mix you will run across. So first you're going to take your 5 tablespoons of butter and you're going to melt it. Put it in the microwave, put it in a pan, whatever you want to do. Okay, and melt it and then pour it into your bowl. And because it's butter and butter is expensive, scrape out that bowl. Okay. You want to get all that deliciousness in there. Now, I did put down there that it was unsalted butter. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I don't make a big deal out of that, okay? So if you don't have unsalted and you don't have picky taste buds, go for it. Salted is just fine. So now we're going to take the 1 1/4 cup sugar and we're going to mix that in. Now, technically, you could whisk it. The last time I did this, I whisked it. That just means more dirty dishes. And apparently, I don't need to whisk it because butter and sugar are just the best things. They're like peas and carrots, only they taste better. No, okay. You know what I mean. Okay, so you're going to mix that together really good, and I get to put that back away. Next, we are going to add in our vanilla. Nilla. It says 1 tablespoon or so. You know, I measure with my heart, which is nowhere near 1 tablespoon. So I've got that in there. Now, I didn't use vanilla extract. I used vanilla paste. Same thing, only different. So the measurement that I gave you is for vanilla extract. And you can measure with your heart. What you do want to be careful because I made 2 batches of this last weekend. And I found out with the second batch that if you get a little over exuberant, like, oh, I don't want to separate the 1 egg. Yeah, it's going to make a difference. It is. Mind you, it was still good. It just took 3 times as long to cook. Okay, so now we have our 2 eggs and 1 yolk. So much fun. And we're going to mix that together too. Okay. And again, you can use a whisk. I am trying to not have to do every dish in the kitchen. But these brownies are worth every dish in the kitchen. So if you're a purist baker, I'm probably not the gal for you, you know. But, oh yeah. Okay, so we've got that all mixed together, right? And now we're going to add the oil. Use whatever oil. We use olive oil here, so I used olive oil. If you have vegetable oil, whatever, go ahead and use that. So you want to add that in. You want to add the flour. That's all the flour it takes. It actually takes more cocoa powder than flour. Look at that. Poof. Okay. And then just to stay on top of things, you're going to want to add your salt. And it's not a lot. It's just a little. A little's all you need. But you do need it. It makes a difference. Okay. So now we are going to just spin that around. Try not to make a complete mess. And once we get this mixed up, we will work on the pan because that's half the fun too. Now, the air fryer that I use is a Ninja. I shared a story earlier this year about their incredible customer service. I was honestly blown away. And so I am definitely recommending this air fryer if you're in the market. Prime Day is still today, so check it out because it was a really good sale for Prime. And okay, so you want to get that all mixed together, okay, and try to get rid of any dry pockets. But you guys, it's on a better sale than what I bought it for a couple of years ago, and we love this thing. My number one love of it is that I don't have to turn on my oven for every little thing because I have a big oven, and that's a lot of electricity. So the air fryer makes it easier to do things like this, you know. You can use the air fryer setting or you can use the bake setting depending on which air fryer you have. You can make that choice. That's the really cool part. I love this pan. I'm literally, it's in my list to order like 4 more of them because I can think of multiple meals that I can make ahead of time for that pan. And it's just perfect for, you know, 2 people. So like a casserole or a dessert or, you know, whatever. So we're going to do this. Yes, we are. We're going to do this because you guys told me that's what I should do to get it to cooperate. Okay. So, oops, I had chocolate on my fingers. Okay. So we're going to fit this down in here. Da-da-da. And then we are going to pour the batter in there. Oh, no, first, oil. Lisa! Okay, so I'm just spraying down the parchment paper. Okay, it's a avocado spray. Okay, and next, we are going to scrape out that amazing batter that I'm showing great restraint by not dipping my finger in there, okay? And we're going to put it in the pan. Look at that. Oh, chocolatey goodness. I know, it looks like I missed a little chunk of powder there. Probably should have used the whisk, huh? You want to scrape all this deliciousness out of this bowl if you can, because chocolate is life. So this is an 8x8 pan. So these are not going to be super thick, but they are going to be thicker than what it looks like here. Let's get that broken up. Okay. And because I am a rebel without a cause, I forgot to mix in the chips, but hang on, I'm going to go get them. And come to think about it, I actually like this idea better, setting them on top, because then they're kind of like decoration. Oh, I might actually have to stick my face in that. Okay. So I have some peanut butter chips here. You do not want to go overboard with your addition, whether it's nuts or, you know, baking chips or anything like that. You don't want to go crazy with it because it will impact the baking time. That's part of what I discovered. Yep, it's crazy good. Let's go over to the air fryer. Okay, this is my favorite air fryer in the entire world. I'll have a link down below for you. I am going to pull out the basket and the rack, okay? Because I'm going to set the baking dish on there. And it fits beautifully. Okay, so we're just going to do that. We're going to close the door. We have power, and I'm leaving it on the bake. The temperature, though, I am changing to 325, okay? And we've got it set for 30 minutes. So now we do this. It preheats, and then it starts baking, and it will let me know when it's done. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. My little buzzer went off. Yes, it did. See, it says hot. I love it that it says that. So we're going to open that, and we're going to pull that out. Oh, God, the house smells so good. Okay. And they're not kidding, by the way. This thing is hot. So we are going to, oh, look at that. Look at that. We are going to take that over here. I'm going to grab a rack, and we're going to pull that out so it cools off. One of my favorite parts about this is that it is such a small batch, okay? and parchment paper, which means cleanup is a dream. Yeah. And oh gosh, you guys. Okay, so that's how thick it is. That's how thick it is, and it's hot. Whoop. Okay, don't do that, Lisa. Let it cool off first. We're gonna let it cool off, and then we'll get you a taste test. So basically, it just takes 30 minutes to create that delicious, delicious dessert, right? And then it takes willpower to let it cool off, which I'll be the first person to tell you I don't have. Okay, so since I did oopsie and broke that part, I guess I will take it for the team. Ooey and gooey. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we are gonna get that up. Oh, yes. The perfect. Oh, so good and way too hot to even think about eating. So the next time you feel like a little treat, definitely give this a try because you will not regret it. You will not. Phil is outside someplace. Shucks. Okay, so I'll take it for the team here. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, it's still super hot. It's still super hot. But, ice cream, right? Cool Whip. Ready Whip. A spoon. Really? That's all you need? Oh. Hot. Brownies are a weakness. A true weakness. And so worth it. So that's my portion of the entire brownie. But totally worth it. So good. I put a link down below in the description box that will take you to my website, to the recipe that you can print off right there. It's gonna be one that you want to keep. This is so good. So imagine little pieces of caramel chips or chocolate chips or peanut butter chips or little M&Ms or walnuts. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. It's great. Today is the last day of Prime Days, and so if you are interested in this air fryer that fits a 12-inch pizza, yes it does. How do I know this? Because I use that more than my oven anymore. Unless I'm doing like a big dinner for more than just us, I typically put it in that. It is always there, and it flips up so that it doesn't take up all that counter space all the time. That's probably a big game changer too. Highly recommend it. Ninja's customer service is astounding. Until next time, everybody, be safe. Stack it to the rafters, my friends.